Henry Cartier-Bresson's book, The Decisive Moment, is said to have changed photography forever, and that phrase has become part of street photography lore. The phrase, the decisive moment, refers to that very brief moment when all the elements come together to make the perfect frame. You're in the right place, at the right time, and manage to fire the shutter at just the right moment. It can be exhilarating, and many would say this is the purest form of street photography. Sometimes the decisive moment can refer to a quick, spontaneous capture, but at other times you will see the potential in a scene and wait until the right person or a thing comes into play to make the frame complete. Either way, it is a question of timing and using an instinct to capture the decisive moment.
Immediate sketch, done with intuition, and you can't correct it. If you have to correct it, it's the next picture. But life is very fluid. Well, sometimes the pictures disappeared, and there's nothing you can do. You can't tell the person, oh, please smile again, do that gesture again. Life is once, forever.
There is many, but this one is actually tested. Have a tried and tested combination of settings for your camera, and that will become your default or walk around mode. If your camera is preset to aperture 8, shutter speed 1/250th of a second, and if your ISO is on auto, you're pretty much ready for anything and can react and will react to whatever presents itself. Always have your camera switched on and awake. Disable its sleep mode and keep your finger on the shutter release button at all times. Put your camera in a manual mode and use zone focusing. That's gonna make you faster and more intuitive, instinctive. That's just a tip from the book. Me personally, I cannot trust the autofocus with these quick situations where you don't have time to think about how far you are from the subject you're shooting. So yeah, I like to trust it because, you know, autofocus is automatical. But yeah, that's just me. Always work the scene. Once you have got your image, start to explore other possibilities in the same scene. Can you change your position? Is there a better viewpoint? Could you vary your camera settings to achieve a different look? Consider all the possibilities. Be patient. This is like fishing, and it can take hours, maybe even days or weeks to stumble on the right opportunities. But when they do come along, and they will, it can be hugely rewarding. Walk slowly, be curious, look at everything and linger. This will heighten your sense of awareness and what's going on around you. Don't hesitate. As soon as you recognize a good opportunity, shoot it. Worry about where it's right later. When you're in the zone and totally aware of your surroundings, you will start to see when a decisive moment is about to happen in front of you. The first step on the road to producing images that reflect the decisive moment is to become highly observant, which is a skill that can be developed with a little practice. This is the disclaimer before I post any results. I'm not gonna be able to complete this challenge, and I tell you why. Not sure if you know this, but I did not made up these challenges. They're all part of the book 52 Assignments of Street Photography by Brian Lloyd Duckett. It's a really good book if you're interested in this kind of stuff. I took it upon myself to make 52 videos about 52 challenges and post my results. And this is the tricky part. After seeing this next challenge, I realized how hard it's gonna be. It's a tricky challenge, especially after seeing Henry Cartier-Bresson's photography and especially his book, The Decisive Moment. I realized what this challenge is about. And then I understood that it would take me long time before I complete this challenge. Well, why? Simply because how often do these perfect moments happen? And how often are you actually in the zone where you actually see the moment that is going to happen? I'm gonna tell you, not that often. So this really put things into perspective. Then I decided to label this video as incomplete. I will post the results I got by trying or attempting this challenge, but real results are going to be posted in one of my future videos in about a year or less time, I'm not sure, but they're gonna be posted as soon as I see that I fit the criteria of the decisive moment. And to be clear, I'm not admitting defeat here. I'm putting this assignment on the side for my future self to resolve. However, you probably want to see my failed attempts anyways, and you will see them right now.